Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. So Jeff has been on an absolute assault on the forums. He's lighting up the forums like you have never seen. Now, he's responding to a lot of posts about people talking about the big changes that have been outlined in the developer update. So just to quickly recap before we get into this video, guys, you have got a faster balance statement from Jeff saying this is what the team are going to do. The game's going to be updated faster, but with the specific intent to change the meta. This is great. Also, they're bringing PTR to live. Hopefully, I think there's a post here that Jeff has made where he goes into a bit more detail on when that might possibly come out towards the end of February, I think he said. But we'll get onto that in this video. Don't worry about that. But one of the big things is hero pools. So the developers are going to specifically remove heroes from each week of competitive play in Season 21. And it's also going to be the same in Overwatch League. So, yeah, the dev update was great, but we've got a lot of questions. However, Jeff's answering a ton of these questions, so we're just going to go over them. And this is what Jeff is, he's clearing up some questions the community have got. So let's just get stuck into this. So I'm going to show you guys the forums. If we go over to this screen, there we go, awesome. So these are this is the Overwatch forums. And what we're looking at here is a massive amount of posts off Jeff. Like, these you can see 46 minutes ago, there's a lot of posts. But we're going to go back to the first post that he made today. So here, and we're going to talk about this. So let's check this out. So this is what Jeff says. So there was a comment which says, Blizzard kept saying that this game is about being able to play several heroes and flexing between them. But this is basically the first time when Blizzard supports this statement with in-game mechanics, which I think is good overall for the game. Okay. And I'm sure it was very hard change for Blizzard since the whole idea goes against basic game marketing. Most people buy the game to play the character they love, not to be a flex champion. And that's the key thing here, right? And this is something that, yeah, I'd agree with this as well. Because if you're going to like ban Mercy from competitive, then surely you would be really annoyed if you were a Mercy player and you couldn't play the hero that week. Anyway, so Jeff says here, thanks for the feedback. Oddly, we're not viewing this change as dramatic, scary, or impactful as a decision to pursue hero limits or a decision to implement role queue. Hero pools will be introduced for Season 21 of competitive play only. Unlike role queue or hero limits, quick play and the arcade will still be completely the same as they are today with hero pools. This alone already means the number of affected matches is far less than those two prior systems. Also, we're super open to change with hero pools. If we, the dev team and the community, this is the crucial thing here. Like, this is crucial. That is just so huge to me to see that there. Don't feel like it's a positive change during Season 21, then we won't bring it back in Season 22, which I presume means they'd just remove it from Overwatch League, I guess, because they wouldn't have it in one and not the other. I don't know. We get a lot of feedback asking for competitive seasons to feel different. Yeah, and you know what, guys, right? There is a frigging amazing trailer out right now for Apex Legends Season 4. It is incredible, right? It's one of the best like hero trailers they've made. It's so good. But every season that game has of competitive introduces a new hero, new lore, new map, loads of big changes, new weapons. Overwatch has never had that. We're in here like Season 21 almost. We're in Season 20 right now of competitive. That's incredible to think our seasons are so short. I mean, they have increased in length as Overwatch has gone on, but it's still like nothing really happens, does it? It's like, oh, it's a new season. Who cares? So yeah, this will be a new season, right? And I think people will enjoy it just for that. Also, something we talk about a lot in game design is that there is often no one correct answer. Design is all about trade-offs. If the thing the community decides is the most egregious is a static meta, and they want the dev team to do something about it, we're going to take the steps towards change. We can't force the meta to move and not make the game work differently. Last year was great proof that player creativity and balance changes alone weren't enough to move people off 3-3 fast enough for the community to feel satisfied. The meta would have moved on its own, just slowly. And it's a fair point to make. It is a fair point to make. We've decided to help you move it along. If there are things we don't like about hero pools, we can change it. Maybe they don't come back for Season 22. Maybe they rotate faster. Maybe more or less heroes should be in the pool. We'll find that all out in Season 21. Now, this is so open. For him to speak like this is so open because it's almost... What it's doing is pulling the community into almost like the game design conversation and the direction of the game. And I think that is like... I think that's very intentional, but I also think that's very clever. But But really, this should be viewed as a fun and exciting change to Season 21. We wanted seasons to feel different, right? And time will tell what happens after. Either way, hearing your thoughts and feedback is really helpful to us. So that's, that's great. But we're going to move on because there's a lot of posts here. Yeah. So we'll try and blast through them. Milky Peach says, any information yet on how many heroes will be available in a week of a hero pool? For the first 5 weeks, we will be trying a range to see what feels right. We've architected the system so that we can update the hero pools without the need to patch. So we'll be monitoring feedback very closely, experimenting a bit with the pool and adapting our strategy as time goes on, which is fine, right? So this is him saying we don't know what we're gonna ban. Maybe we ban 5 heroes, maybe we ban 10, maybe we ban 3, maybe we ban 1 of each category, 2 of each category. They don't know, which is fine because we're gonna find out. I think season 21 is going to be very much like a beta season of competitive, much like it was with role queue, I guess. Okay. Hero Pools is brave and holistic change. Idea. Bring it to the next experiment card before Season 21 for players to test it. So Jeff confirms here and says, the card won't be ready until the end of February. So we've got a date for that. For now, you can test it by not playing Torb for the week. Next week, don't play Symmetra, smiley face. I'm only having fun. Or I'm only playing with you. Fair enough. So somebody comes in and says, Hero Pool, this is in the same post. What says, would you consider rotating Hero Pools once every few days instead? 1 week is far too long in my opinion, and once every match may come across as too hectic. Well, yeah, I think once every match is mental. Once a week, okay. So this is what worries me, that players, when the system rolls out, go, oh, I can't play my hero, so I just don't play Overwatch for a week. Yes, you could play Arcade. Yes, you could play other heroes, and maybe they will. But yeah, this is kind of like a bit of a worry that I've got. So Jeff says, yeah, we've definitely considered it. Let's try a week and see how it feels. If we need to make adjustments, we will. But yeah, we've talked about rotating every day. We've also talked about rotating every match. We don't like going longer than a week because we want more heroes played, but we're open to feedback. Fine. No, Darth Vader, no doubt, says, would it be possible if we got a scoreboard in the future too? This discussion is open for Overwatch 2. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, cool. Hero Pool. Okay, same post. Right, he's going crazy in the same post. We're not going to read the name of the post up again. He says, is a profile... Minero says, is a profile update going to bring new level borders? No. I have to type 20 characters even though I work here. So the developer, that's the anti-spam thing, isn't it? So the devs are not even exempt from that. Yeah. That's unlucky. Please do this. More stats would be awesome to have. Regardless of if we do a different scoreboard for Overwatch 2, we definitely want to do more with stats and provide more statistics to players. Yeah! That's what I'm asking for. What about maybe a seasonal rotation? We talked about a seasonal rotation, but taking a hero out of play for 2 months makes us a bit nervous. Never say never, but it's not our first instinct. Yeah, fair enough. You may create a card so users can create the hero poll. That could be great, at least to try. So he just says, well, you can go and do it in custom game. Go away. Fair enough. Thanks for the communication. Hope those features are gonna be good and can't wait to see the new workshop additions. Workshop creators will really love some of the changes Zach and Dan made to the feature. These are the guys who basically built the feature. Actually, me and Darwin made a video with these guys, I think, a while back. We did an interview. It was awesome. They listened to their feedback very closely, and all of it is in response to what creators wanted. Really proud of them for their work. So that could be huge. Like, we could be sleeping on what these actually, like, how good these changes could be to the workshop. Although the workshop is in a pretty good place right now anyway, but yeah. All right, so Ryan says, I have to ask though, what is the point of having super fast drastic balance changes if we're just going to be enforcing weekly metas with hero pools anyway? Like, what is the point of nerfing or buffing a hero if they can only be played when they are in that week's pool or not? Now, this is a good question. Like, this is a question I'd put forward as well, because I think it makes sense, right? Because if you're going for faster balance changes, doesn't that fix the problem? Well, let's see what Jeff says. So he says, historically, even when we have done consistent and dramatic balance changes, it takes the meta a long time to shift. We'd love it if balance or player creativity alone would shift the meta fast enough to meet players' demands. So that's him answering that. And I think that's quite a good answer there, saying, look, it doesn't change fast enough. Even if we radically change heroes, people still play those heroes. The meta state, it takes a long time to change. Whereas what they can do with this system is change it every week, which just sounds crazy, doesn't it, on paper? I'd love to be able to see stats associated with each replay on my profile page. Hopefully that's under consideration. We want this too. More likely for Overwatch 2 though at this point. Now, in the dev update, Jeff did say that they will be bringing replay sharing out fairly soon. That is massive because that means for Overanalyzed, you guys can literally send me your replay, which is just completely game-changing. Like, it's just totally game-changing. And hopefully that works with console as well. Because if you could send me console replays, that would be incredible. All right, let's move on. And it means that the video quality will be awesome from my point of view. It means that I can pause the game, I can jump on board with other heroes, I can fly around the camera. The limits are just, it's unlimited. It's ridiculous. All right, let's move on. So if the dev team decides to change up the hero pool functionality quickly, how would that affect the Overwatch League? So he says, we work closely with Owl on all decisions. We just chat with them. So maybe Overwatch League just keeps this anyway. If Jeff and the team decide to get rid of it after after season 21, maybe that's an option. I don't know. Still not very clear on that. So hero pools. Why do I keep reading that? Like, I'm addicted to reading the title. Is there a ban protection for popular heroes? Well, let's say, here we go. Mercy banned 1 week, then played a lot next week. Will she be protected not to be banned the 3rd week again? What is the plan? We're curating the list ourselves. We have some philosophies and guidelines we'll be following and evolving as we hear your feedback. We'll do our best to be judicious and make sure no hero is getting the Horizon treatment as with our map pools. You know what I like about Jeff? He seems to be a bit unleashed on the forums recently, and he's making like comments which are actually pretty spicy. Like the comment he made like in the other massive post he did the other day, well, the other week now, where he was like, at the end of it, he just ended with okay. It was very much like, yeah, whatever, okay. Anyway, yeah, Horizon treatment. The map must be getting reworked, and hopefully Paris is as well when they come back there in the best state. Anyway, so I'm sorry, but I can't see how any of this is fun or exciting. I love tanking, and outside my horrible diva, I love using all the tanks. So Jeff says, we would never limit the pool to just one tank. You'll never be forced to play a single tank, such as diva, as described above. If you love playing all the other tanks, you'll be fine. Okay. I think it would be nice to know what the guidelines are for hero rotation, and also to know why heroes have been rotated in and out each week. I think that'd be like critical. So yeah, going on again. They say, how will you be choosing which heroes don't make it into the pool? Will it be heroes that are meta, or will it be a bit more random than that, or a combination of the two? And he says it's curated by us, so it will be a combination of targeting metas that players are being vocally negative about, recent examples, double barrier, goats, and slightly encouraging other playstyles, i.e. more mobile comps might be fun for a week. So it might try and encourage dive, let's say, for a week. I mean, that's kind of fine, right? But I'm sure we'll refine our approach over time. Cool. Will the 132 system you talked about earlier in another post be in the experimental mode? You said you wanted us to try it for ourselves. Oh, sounds like fun. We should let you all try it, huh? So maybe that's the plan, right? When the experimental card comes out, we get to play that on it. Possibly. Hero pool. Why have I done it again? I always do it. What the hell? Hybrid says, also, can you provide a hint on the next hero? You know that I can't, which is fine. Come on. You're just something, please. Maybe, oh no, maybe this is a hint. Here we go. This is a hint. We need to do something with these brackets. More than, less than, I can't. You know, we can work something. There's a code. This is a code. There is a code there. Somebody work it out. Dear, oh dear. Do you remember the days when, like, we used to go mental with Overwatch speculation? I actually made a video once about Junkrat and Roadhog going back in time. It was something else. I'll tell you that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. Is the hero pool going to be different for each rank? Not in this version. It's an interesting idea, though. It is, isn't it? Because, like, you can argue that the meta only really applies in GM and High Master. Apart from that, it really doesn't. You can, but then even you know, like, look, I consider myself okay at Overwatch, like, and I can get Soldier to GM. A Soldier isn't really meta right now, is he? Or is he? No. You can do it with any hero. If you look at any example of, like, people who play Symmetro and get into top 500, or Brig into top 500, or any hero, it's doable in comp, playing whatever. So meta is, yeah, but yeah, okay, whatever. Let's move on. Like, we could talk for ages about this, and no doubt probably have in videos in the past. Anyway, so what does Jeff say here? He says, Jeff, hello. Sorry for questioning here, but can you please say something about Smurfs on consoles? I know they can create unlimited accounts with one copy of the game. Maybe some changes for specific that are specific to consoles. This is a good point because this is a problem. So he says it's a very hard problem to solve, but we have some ideas. Any solution is more long-term, though. Possibly Overwatch 2 or later. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, I know that's not the answer you wanted, but it's actually very complicated with the way consoles work and the rules regarding account creation. Okay, that's fair enough, but at least they know about it. Who is the best Overwatch waifu? Hammond, May, and Tracer. And I mean, fair enough. Take that. What is this? Like, what are these responses are mental. All right, let's go. So I really like the experimental card plan. It seems like it'll help with testing out small changes or shifting concepts for heroes, with more people being able to try them out. Smaller and more tested changes is a good way to go. He says, totally. We're so excited for this. We've wanted this for so long. It's been a ton of work, but it's going to be really cool. Plus, I'm super excited to get console players involved with testing changes. Right now, they cannot play the PTR. And this is massive. You know, I always get this. Every time like an update comes out, like hundreds of comments, people just going, oh, I can't play because I'm on console. And that to me is just not great. You know, it was never great. So it's good to see this is getting addressed. I think a hero pool would be more beneficial for higher ranks, masters and up, and may have a negative impact on competitive gameplay for the average ranks. Although players should be more diverse. Having random banned heroes may result in people playing heroes they aren't very good at, which would hurt the entire team, which is true. This is true. This is true. We've considered having the system only apply to players above a certain rank, Diamond and Masters. It's definitely on our minds. Fair enough. P.S. Have you all considered y'all? I love it when people type that. Y'all consider, because like, you know, I'm British, so I read that as like the most like Southern American kind of accent, going like, y'all considered adding Finnish hero? I'm from Finland. Oh, he's not even American. Whatever. I'm not sure we can make a hero great than the. Hang on, I don't know who this is. Who is this? Timu Salan. Oh my god, is this gonna be like, you know what? I bet you this is a ice hockey player or something. Let me have a look. I don't trust Jeff. I'm not opening this in my video. It'll ruin it. Yeah, it is. I knew it would be. Look, ice hockey guy. Knew it. Get away. Ice hockey's just whatever. Yeah, whatever. So, all right, moving on. Will OWL affect the hero bans pool of the live game? Or the live game will affect OWL bans pool? Or these things are separate and does not interfere with each other? They are separate things. Okay, all right, cool. So this would have been a great question I'd have thrown to Jeff, because is it going to be the same? Because the idea of having parity with Overwatch League, so competitive players feel like they're playing the same game as OWL, well, no, because they're just going to be different. That's fine. Out of all the things you've talked about so far today to us, what are you most excited for? Your feedback. I bet you. All right. Oh god, no! I've broke it. What's happened here? I can't actually. Oh no, he's just responded to the thread. He's not responding to a post. And he says, "Going to get some tea now." I mean, it's probably that bubble tea, which I've never had, and it's not the wonderful, you know, Yorkshire tea, which is the best. Thanks for all the great thoughts and thoughtful questions. We'll make changes as needed. Thanks again. Good stuff. So there you go, guys. That's Jeff going on a massive forum assault, which I love seeing this kind of stuff because it lets us get into the minds of you know, what he's thinking, and he's the head of the development team. So yeah, you know, like I said in the video I put out earlier on today, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this new hero pool system, and just about what has been covered throughout this video and throughout the dev post video and all that good stuff. Update, that's the word I was looking for, because I think there's a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, I don't know, exciting times for the game. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.